The Zephyrian High Command had observed humanity for 3 full cycles before issuing their decree. The two-legged mammals from the third planet displayed potential in science and held a modest industrial base, yet their methods of warfare appeared almost laughably dated. They wielded ballistic arms, basic explosives, and leaned heavily on individual fighters instead of the coordinated swarm tactics that had subdued 17 star systems. Admiral Korath shifted his crystal-lined shell as he examined the battle orders one last time. Begin orbital fire on their key military hubs, he ordered, mandibles snapping with eagerness. Standard suppression sequence. They'll yield within a single solar turn. The first human settlement to collapse was New Geneva. The second, Sydney. By the third sunrise, 12 major cities lay in ash, their defenses crushed by advanced Zephyrian plasma barges. Korath allowed himself brief pride as dispatches poured in from across Earth. Then the flow of reports abruptly ceased. Lieutenant Vexer spotted the first irregularity. Admiral, sensors are detecting strange energy pulses from the moon bases. Humans seem to be diverting their factories. Insignificant, Korath waved. Panic production cannot surpass true superiority. Yet as the days slid by, something unforeseen took shape. The humans refused surrender. Instead, they adjusted with a pace that shredded every projection. Within a week their engineers had copied captured Zephyrian plasma rifles and were forging them in volume. Within 2, the designs were already enhanced. Captain Rodriguez knelt behind the wreckage of what had once been the European Defense Command, her salvaged plasma launcher pulsing with lethal glow. Around her, dozens of soldiers gripped identical arms, their faces carved with resolve. They want to fight by our rules, she murmured. And we'll show them how humans fight. Counterstrike erupted at dawn. But this wasn't the textbook warfare the Zephyrians had charted. Human squads attacked in 47 sectors at once, their maneuvers twisting. Hour by hour, they unleashed street-level ambushes, mines tuned to Zephyrian energy frequencies, and atmospheric jets diving through plasma storms like predatory bugs. Most unsettling, they began weaponizing Zephyrian mastery itself. Human infiltrators broke into alien comms, planting false routes and phantom armies. Scientists converted captured nanoconstructors into parasites, tearing apart Zephyrian tech from within. Admiral Korath watched in mounting dread as his tactical screens dissolved into his. Resistance wasn't shrinking, it was multiplying. Every destroyed unit spawned 2 replacements. Each ruined facility exposed hidden reserves. Admiral Vester's voice shook for the first time. The humans have orbital factories built from our seized ships. They're producing fleets at a. This readout must be wrong. What rate, Lieutenant? 17 vessels per cycle, sir. They outbuild us faster than we erase them. The collapse arrived at the clash over Titan Station. Humanity's improvised navy didn't just engage the Zephyrian armada, they hurled themselves into ramming strikes, sacrificing ships to drag down stronger warcraft with raw ferocity. Yet it was the broadcast that shattered Zephyrian resolve. Commander Elena Vasquez, soot across her face and uniform torn, stared from the bridge of Earth's flagship. Came to our home seeking an easy prize, she declared, her voice bearing the weight of a species unfamiliar with submission. You misjudged one truth. Humans don't merely wage wars. We become them. 3 cycles later, Admiral Korath signed unconditional surrender on that very flagship, escorted to his cell. He could only dwell on humanity's swift, terrifying evolution from prey into predator. The humans had delivered the conflict the Zephyrians demanded, only it was nothing like the war they expected to lose.